How I look, man?
I feel like I need some duct tape right here.
Live stream, just waiting for the views to check in, huh?
Yep, just waiting for the views now. Just waiting for the views. Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today we've got a special guest as Steven is flowing on out to Texas for his birthday. And we're going to check out what's been going on with him and his fasting experience. All right, Steve, so this was supposed to happen, a year ago to this day, as a matter of fact. Your original update video was supposed to be a year ago to this day.
Yeah.
And it never happened, and we ended up doing the one in December, right, for the wedding. And so everybody's been anxious to hear from you. I remember when I put the video out, it was probably maybe like 3 weeks later after I put the video out, and people were like, "So are there any new updates?" I'm like, "No, there's no new updates."
Gotta give some time. This thing takes some time. So,
it's a journey, right?
It's a journey.
Well, I think you've had some ups and downs on your journey. So, I really want to get into that like right off the bat, because I think that's like the most important part. And I think it's important people know that, we're not super fasting machines. We have ups and downs. We make mistakes. We get, backtrack, set back, just like anybody else. So let's just kind of rewind a little bit. And let's look at the months after, the last interview, what kind of happened. So let's say starting in January, where did you go as far as your fasting journey?
So, of course, hi guys, I missed you. Of course, you can always catch me on the Facebook group, but if you're not on the Facebook group, I have missed you.
You better join the Facebook group.
You better join the Facebook group. It's growing. But last update video was in December, which came out probably in January or so. And since that point, life has happened. And I think it is, like Chris said, it's important for people to realize that life does happen. And you're going to have some ups, you're going to have some downs, you're going to have some setbacks. But, the most important thing is, of course, to get back up and just keep moving forward. So what happened to me was I had a couple losses in my friends and in my life, and they really hit me hard, devastatingly. Really just changed my entire life in general. I don't want to get super in depth into exactly what happened, and just because there's people out there that are gonna watch these videos, and so I don't want to get super in depth into that. If you were on the Facebook group, then I did make a post, of course, in our group, because our group is closed, which gives a little more details of the situation. But basically what happened is that for almost 3 months, I just completely fell off. Complete and utter derailment. So just imagine a train is on the tracks and it's moving and it's doing fantastic. And all of a sudden, somebody takes the tracks off and the train just crashes. So that's pretty much what happened. And it wasn't just necessarily with fasting itself. That was pretty much my whole life, just crashed. And I really went downhill, just in general, just my mental state, just my fasting journey, of course, my relationship with friends. I got really drawn back, kind of really fell into depression, pretty much. And it was very difficult. Of course, I would reach out to Chris and just give him little general tidbits of what was going on. But I had very few people I was talking to about the situation, simply because it just was tearing me up. And I still had to, go to work and, kind of act like everything was okay. And just people kind of knew like something's wrong, like something's off. And I just didn't talk about it and really just kind of dwelled in it. So fast forward just a little bit. So I think I ended up actually gaining about like 40 pounds. like after fasting at 3 months. Now, of course, 40 pounds, it's not going to be all just fat or whatever, but just from just not eating right, just eating whatever, just going back to some old habits, it was once again, complete derailment. So that was a really tough situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving forward then, I really, at that point, started to really kind of dig myself out of that hole. Really started to, get back, active on the group, and, came back strong. Started jumping back into fasting, eating right, eating proper, doing the things that, of course, that, I know that I just need to do. And then, even though I felt like I wasn't ready to get back, or I felt like I wasn't prepared, I don't know what I was thinking, but as soon as I started fasting, a lot of that stuff just started to fade away. One of those situations where I knew that while I was in this situation, I probably should be fasting to help me get through it, but I could not. I had no willpower. I had nothing to put into it because I was so broken down. I lost my best friend. Right. Literally. So, that saying like, oh man, you look like you lost your best friend. Well, I did. So it was really rough. And I had nothing to put into myself. I couldn't put in anyone else. I couldn't do anything. I really just started getting back into it and, start fasting. Ended up losing, of course, all the weight that I'd gained. It actually came off really quick, which I was really excited about. Actually, I ended up dropping down to my lowest, which was 215. And that was actually very recent.
215. When is the last time? 200. I think you had to be like 12 or 13 years old.
Oh man,
the last time.
Probably. I have no idea.
Yeah.
In my entire adult life, the lowest I can ever remember myself was about 240, which was in high school.
240.
240, 250, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in my adult life. So that's kind of where I've been at. But that was, a lot of that stuff kind of was negative. So I'm sorry, it didn't start off super positive.
No, I wanted to get that out there. It's kind of like the elephant in the room. So, the people who were on the group, you guys kind of already know what was going on. But it's one of them things where sometimes you got to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? And we've had a couple of members in the group actually do the exact same thing for various reasons, whether it's relationship issues or, stress from job or whatever it is. There's all sorts of things, and sometimes you do got to take a step back. But I think the key in that instance is not getting too far removed that you completely revert and you start snowballing. You always got to reel yourself back in. And I would say that if you were more, if you were further along in your journey, I don't think something like this would have derailed you. Mm-hmm. I think that it's because we're still in the early stages that, that muscle memory type of thing, it's not established yet. But I think if we could create a mindset where fasting is just so normal, it's just, you know what I mean? To where when stuff happens, you just automatically continue doing what you've been doing because that's so ingrained in you. Yeah. So, this is just kind of my opinion. I really don't know. It's not really, because me personally, I haven't experienced anything devastating since I've been on this journey, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. So I guess I will be a little bit further along just because I've been doing it longer. But I do feel confident that, if something major were to happen, I wouldn't spiral out of control. Now, I'm not going to say that it wouldn't affect me, in an instance or whatever. But I think that, this for me is just normal. When I overeat, I really feel bad. Like it's not something that's like, oh, you just overeat. Oops, man. Wow, I can't believe I just overate. It's like, oh God, I feel so uncomfortable, so bloated. And I have done it. I have done it, several times. It doesn't happen often, but I don't know. Somehow I end up ordering too much food or just having too much food, and I just don't want to waste any, and I eat it, and I'm like, yo, I don't feel good.
Like, why'd I do that?
Exactly. So Yeah, man, that's tough, but I'm glad that you didn't, because you could have easily spiraled out of control and
made an excuse for it too. I mean, and really could. I guess 3 months to me is not really spiraling, but at the same time, though, for me, where I was,
right,
and what I was doing, I guess that is kind of the beginning of a spiral, but. I was able to catch it and say, all right, I gotta stop. Like I'm going backwards. Like what am I doing? And I think that is part of gaining that mindset from fasting previously. So gaining that ability to see, further ahead, or to see something's not right. You know what I mean? Right. And then actually being able to do something about it. So, I mean, all I had to do was really just make a decision. Like, okay, I know that I'm weak right now, but I have to start. And as soon as I started, I was like, okay, here we go. All right, we feel good. The train's back on the track. Someone went out there, repaired the tracks. So we got the train back on, and now got the locomotive. I don't know how to say it.
Locomotive.
Yeah, that thing.
Locomotive. The choo-choo.
The choo-choo.
So, okay, I wanted to ask you. At what point were you able to just like stop the snowball? Was there something specific that happened, or did you just get to a point where you were like, whoa, I've gained 40 pounds back? Like, at what point, what was it that triggered it? Like, I gotta stop this, I gotta turn this around.
To be completely honest, it was you guys. I mean, to be completely honest, a lot of what I do and a lot of my willpower and a lot of my drive, I draw from you. I don't want to ever get on camera, or I don't ever want to put something out there to you guys that I'm not doing myself or have not been through. That's why I try to be as transparent as possible. That's why I wanted to really kind of make, I really want to explain to you guys what I've been going through, because I know. I mean, we're almost at 10,000 members in our Facebook group.
Yeah, the group's
and then I don't even know how many subscribers on YouTube, but I know there's thousands of you. So a lot of people have been through this, and you don't have the outlet to say, this is what I went through, or right. You don't have the people around you. You don't have the support to say, hey, well, I was on this fasting journey, or just in journey and health in general, but you obviously fasting as a foundation of it, and you don't have someone to go support you, because people around you are just like, I don't even know what this fasting thing is, or whatever. So, being able to, look to you guys and basically say, I got to get back on this. Because, I'm out here basically telling people, do this, do that, and I'm not doing it myself, and I feel bad. So that really motivated me, and I basically, as you guys know, my favorite word is energy vampire. I basically energy vampired you folks and stole some of your positive energy for myself to get me back moving.
It's one thing to hear people say, the group is great and it's motivational and it's inspiring and I love seeing the stories. It's another thing to be sitting next to someone face to face and really like experience that. Yeah. And for me, I'm connected, but I'm not connected in the way that I really would like to be, which is like it's the one-on-one interaction face to face. When people are like, this group, this experience has changed my life. It's a so much richer connection when you're right there with that person, probably because of the energy transfer. But yeah, man, it's just good to hear.
It is, and it's one of those things where we will hear it from other people, but for someone to hear that from me is it's real. Someone as experienced as myself. Not saying that I'm that experienced, but a lot of people are new, to fasting. So to basically put myself in that situation and say, you guys helped me. It's easy for you to, any one of you to be like, you guys really motivate me. So, I really appreciate you guys, and I want you to, feel my sincerest thankful, to continue to support and, allowing me to draw strength from you.
All right, so I told you guys on the a couple videos ago that if I remembered, I was going to talk to Steve about breaking his fast, because when he came off that 3-month spiral, he did hit he hit fasting. What'd you do? You hit a 2 14-day fast?
Yeah.
Okay. So he did 2 14-day fasts, came all the way back down, broke his record low since he's been an adult. And then, of course, he's here for his birthday this weekend, which means, when you broke your fast, like on Monday or something?
Yeah, it was Monday.
Because, he was supposed to fast, I think, up until yesterday. But he broke his fast Monday. Now, tell us, because first of all, what type of fasting did you do during this break, and how it was 2 weeks, 2-week sessions. So you had a 2-day break in between. Tell us what you did.
So, the first 14-day fast I did, of course, I was doing water fasting. And during that water fasting, I was also adding in 2-day dry fast as well. So I didn't have a specific schedule. I just kind of went off of, how I was feeling. But it pretty much turned out to be just about I would do 1 day water, and then I would do 2 days dry. Then I would do 2 days water, then 2 days dry. So it really just kind of depended on how I felt at the time. But I was basically just mixing in those two, between those two fasts. So then I took the 2 days off. I think you guys may have seen, I posted a picture of what I was eating at that time. It was a lot of fruits. Avocados, of course, love avocados. So
I need to go to the store.
Yeah, you need some avocados. So that was the original 14. Took 2 days off and then started back down another 14. So at the end of that first 14, I actually sent you a picture, and I was at my lowest absolutely ever.
You want me to post a picture for them?
Go ahead and post a picture.
I'll post a picture for you guys.
Post a picture for you. So I sent him this picture, and I was down to, it was 219.8. So I literally wanted to do a backflip because I mean, that was for me of course, milestone. Dropping out of the 20s down into the teens, obviously was a huge milestone for me, and super excited. So started fasting again. Everything was going, of course, as normal. What I didn't really think about at the time when I ended that fast, so my weight had slowed to a crawl, and it wasn't something that I really thought about, but I knew it was going to happen. So I got down to the 219.8. I was super excited. Started fasting again, and I expected it to start back up to at least 1 to 2 pounds, and it wasn't. I was losing ounces a day. So there were things. Those are things that I knew was going to happen, but not that dramatically. So
especially with the dry fasting, I'm sure.
Especially with dry fasting, because that's what. So what I did was I actually increased the amount of dry fasting that I did because I wanted to, drop as much as possible, obviously. Right. So fast forward, I ended up getting down to 215, which was the absolute lowest that I had ever been, obviously.
Now that's 215 coming from when you came off your 3-month binge. Mm-hmm. Where were you, and then how much?
At the 3 months?
Yeah, at the 3 months. What did you get back up to?
I got up to 253.
Okay, so you got back up to 253, and within a month, this was a month that you did this.
Yeah.
You got back down to 215.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes. Let's do some math real quick. 253. When you subtract the 15, how much that be leaving?
I'm not good with math.
1 hour later.
So you lost 38 pounds in 28 days, really, because you did 2 14-day fasts with a 2-day break. And that's actually, no, you stopped early. You stopped on Monday, which means you didn't even.
Oh yeah. I didn't even do the full 14. So what was it? 12.
You stopped 4 days early.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know better than I do.
So I fasted. I stopped Monday. Well, I ended up eating Monday night. So Monday. So if you want to count Monday, I don't know. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 11 days. So 14, 11. So less than that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
25 days, 38, almost 40 pounds. So the dry fasting does definitely
It was rocking.
increase. Yeah.
So basically what ended up happening is that after I finished that fast, came up early because it's my birthday. So everyone wanted to take me out to eat. Everyone wanted to, take me to hang out and do stuff because people love me. But of course, what ended up happening is because I was dry fasting, and I've told you guys with dry fasting, you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you increase your water slowly, because what happens is that your water is going to hold everything, or
your body.
Yeah,
your body's going to hold everything.
So your body's going to hold everything. So that happened to me. So so you guys, it's just funny because they get to, I talk about certain things, but they actually get to experience and see right now. So I was actually much smaller, but right now I'm bloated. My body's holding everything. So
well, the interesting thing about it is, in the past 5 days, you've managed to gain 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, right? That you shouldn't be able to. So we know it's not fat. That's obvious. It's just water retention. And a lot of you guys might be thinking, oh, well, if he's been doing that much dry fasting, he was dehydrated. Not really. Dry fasting actually does, you still do get water. And I'll actually be going in more detail about dry fasting after my personal dry fasting experience in the next month or two. What is it, May, June, July? Probably sometime in July or August I'll be doing that. I know that's kind of a long ways out, but I have to, just like Steve, I want to experience this stuff for myself personally before I start talking about it. So that's the reason why I haven't done the dry fasting video yet. But I do know a lot about dry fasting. It's just right now, to be responsible with the information, I want to wait until I can personally experience it and give you guys better insight. But if you guys haven't seen, I did a why your water fast isn't working video, and I'll probably tag that video so that you guys can see. I go into more detail about why you hold on to weight and what's actually happening when you're gaining weight like this. So we'll probably be posting an update on the group, and I'll be also posting an update on the Patreon account, and we'll have a little behind the scenes footage with Steve just for the Patreons, just give you guys a little exclusive and get a little insight. We're be having a little fun this weekend, but we'll be letting you guys know, how Steve's weight loss goes in the next, let's say week or two.
Yeah.
Because my belief is that when he gets back on, starts fasting again, his weight's gonna just come right off.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not real weight to begin with.
No, it's not. But of course, it's frustrating because I did all that work and I wanted to give you guys something special, and now I'm holding water. So.
Well, it's cool because he came in my room, and we were gonna go out. We went out last night or whatever. So he comes in my room asking about an iron and stuff. I'm like, dude, don't nobody iron clothes anymore. I said, what size are them jeans? He pulls out these size 32 jeans. Me and my friend Mel, we're like, man, you can't fit those. He was like, yes, I can. He sure enough got in them size 32s. I wear size 32. So, I guess I gotta, that's, what, at your biggest, what were your jeans?
Oh man, that's a hard question. 52.
52.
Yeah.
52. That's crazy. So, and we had a new member post the other day. His name is Paul, I think, and he's on like an 83-day fast. Well, his goal is 100 days, and I think he's on day 83. And
I did not see that.
Dude, I'm so excited. It was such a great post.
What you should do is make sure you send that post out, or if you can link it to the newsletter that we send out. Are you able to do that?
I don't know. I have to see.
We'll get you that information. Or you can at least put the story out in the newsletter. Because what happens is that our group is so large, we can't see everything. And Chris doesn't see everything. I don't see everything. So there's a lot of posts that do go out that I just won't see. And that may just be one of them. I'm very active on the group. I did not see that post.
Yeah, I'd encourage you guys to check out the website, okay? Because what I've been trying to do, and if you guys pay attention, you'll notice YouTube and Facebook, they both kind of censor, my interaction with you all to a degree. If I put a post out, only a very small percentage of people see it. When I post videos, everybody doesn't get notifications. You don't always see it, and I can tell. So what I did was I designed a website. I've got forums on there. I've got a newsletter. I've got a blog. And so you guys can come, you can register, and then that will give you access to the forums. And we really need to get those going because it'll give us a better form of communication. It'll be more efficient because I have full control over the information that goes out and how you guys get it. So definitely sign up for the newsletter. There's a sign up link on the page at the bottom on the first page, and register. And also, check out the Instagram channel as well as the Patreon account. Get plugged in. Check out everything because I'm working for you guys. I'm also working for myself too, but I'm working for you guys so that we can create a more efficient transfer of knowledge. Like that's the big thing. I want to make sure when I get something new, everybody gets it, and it's not like because we've got people in the group who they don't know about Sunwater. Yeah. The Sunwater video probably has less than 2,000 views right now. We have over 20,000 people, members. So I know that a lot of you guys don't know what the Sunwater is. You need to check that video out. It's vital. Some of the most vital videos I have the least amount of views on it. And I know why that is. It's because I'm not using trendy titles. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't have water fasting in the title, it gets very low viewership. And that's because of YouTube and their algorithm. So that's my plug for the website, the Patreon account, the Instagram, and the Facebook group. We've been plugging that all day long.
We've been plugging it because really there's so much good information, and there's so many people on there as well. And you guys share these fantastic stories, and there's people on there that have they've healed everything that you see.
It's a closed group,
Sorry.
so we're not going to go into intimate detail about it.
Yeah.
But just know that we've got people we've got like a 100% success rate with diabetes. That's cake. That's nothing, right? We've got blood pressure, blood sugar. That's nothing. That's
probably one
easy.
of the first things that go.
It's a couple of days, if that.
Oh, I hear all the time. I see people getting up their blood pressure medicine. I'm like, okay. That's obviously it's good, but it's becoming so common now.
Common. And it's almost, I don't want to say kind of jaded, but it's like, oh, okay, you're off your blood pressure medication.
Right. Fantastic, but it's like, okay, we know that's going to happen.
Right.
But it's common for us because this is kind of the world that we've created in our health journeys. But of course, for people out there, people kind of hear this, they hear these type of stories, and they're just like, there's no way.
Right. They don't believe
How?
it. Man, I've had people tell me that they've been on medication for decades, and after a couple weeks, a month of utilizing what I've been teaching on the channel, they're off all their medication. It's so, and I get a lot of questions too about fasting and taking medication. And I wanted to just briefly, since it's on my mind, tell you guys, look, if you're fasting and you're taking medication, it will stunt the process a little bit because it's counterproductive. It's like you're putting poison in and your body's trying to push it out. Now, I can't tell you what to do, and obviously for legal reasons, I'm not gonna tell you to, but I can recommend that you either lower your dosage, or if you guys feel comfortable, don't do it while fasting.
He's not a doctor, just so you know.
I'm not a doc. This is just educational, okay? This is not, I'm not telling you, I'm not prescribing anything, but I can tell you that most of the members decide not to take their medication when they fast. And then they find out they don't need the medication. So, and you guys can ask, some more specific questions if you've got particular medication you're taking or whatever. You want clarity, you can always ask in the comment section, utilizing the website, sending an email. I've got so many platforms now for people to communicate. And
just give us a little time, especially if you're sending a direct message to my Instagram or my Facebook. I mean, they get cluttered.
Steve, what's your Instagram and what's your Facebook? So,
see, I don't really use Instagram that much.
So don't send a message to Instagram.
don't answer. Somebody on the my YouTube video asked me for my Instagram. I was like, I don't know, but I do. So you guys do find me somehow, but I don't really post a lot on Instagram. It's just not. It's not really my thing, but. Maybe I'll start posting more so you guys can actually follow me, and I'll start posting more pictures.
Transformation pictures, people love that. People love the transformation pictures. Yeah, and I think that we need to start posting, I'm trying to be more active posting meals or just meal ideas for those who are trying to, change what they eat.
I'll tell you what, if you guys think that Chris jokes about what he eats and everything, he does not. Okay, I just want you to know, you can't see this, but there is sun water all around this house. Okay, I mean, there are literally glass jugs everywhere. I walked upstairs, I went into his room. He has glass jugs all in his windows. He's got glass jugs outside his porch. I'm looking at glass jugs there's distillers. This place looks like a medical facility. Okay, an actual distillery. Okay, I woke up this morning. And he walks in my room with a glass of distilled water and a bowl of quinoa and some red sauce on top that he made. I said, "What is it?" This is breakfast.
It wasn't actually this morning. He said it was this morning. It was like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, because I was up.
It's my birthday.
It's his birthday. I figured, I'd be nice, cook him something. But I was up at 8. But I don't eat until probably about noon at the earliest. And when I tell you guys that I skip breakfast, I really do skip breakfast. And it's not because it's not because I'm actively trying to heal. It's just that. It goes back to what I said. This is what I do. I fast. That's what I do.
Muscle
what I'm saying? It's muscle memory. My body doesn't want to eat early in the morning. Somebody could wake me up to a plate of food at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm telling them no. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, but you should know me better. Don't bring me food at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't want it.
Yeah, 100%. I feel the same way, and I'm the same. I mean, even when you brought it to me, I was like, really ready to eat yet.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely eat it.
Yeah, no, I knew he was going to eat it. It was after 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so is there anything else that you wanted to kind of Wow, that was rude. I see you got your all kinds of gains. Sure you heading to the gym?
Come on, get in here, man.
No, I'm not heading to the gym.
No.
Scooch over. Scooch.
What? Oh, man. Here we go.
No, I'm not headed to the gym.
Bench is not going to
Go
work.
get my hair retwisted. Just wanted to say hi to everybody before we
How often you be getting your hair retwisted?
This is kind of an extended one because my loctician was like she needs to push it back a few days.
He has a loctician.
Yeah, loctician, man, come on.
Everybody knows that.
Oh.
You got locks, you got loctician. That's how it works. So I'm a little rough right now, but next time you see me, I'm gonna be fresh.
Hey, if y'all haven't noticed, I've been growing my hair out too.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see?
You've got about 3 centimeters there.
Yeah, see? Look, I've been growing my hair out too.
What?
Mm-hmm. Y'all can't tell?
Oh.
All right. Well, just wanted to say hi.
He took your shine, man.
Nah, man, he ain't never take my shine, baby. I am the
He's got his
shine.
tart cherry juice with him. Looks like he's prepping for a gallbladder flush. Ooh, that's what we needed to talk about. Last time me and Steve were together, I told him he needs to start hitting them gallbladder flushes. One of the things that I wanted him, the reason why I wanted him to start doing the gallbladder flushes, and what maybe you guys don't realize is, it will actually aid in the fasting process. Because as we know, the liver is the master organ that eliminates the toxins from the body. So when it's low functioning, if you're fasting, a lot of times you can actually see new issues occur from doing a lot of fasting and a lot of detoxing, because those toxins aren't being processed out properly. And that's where some of your hair fall comes from. Now that's temporary, but that's where you guys see a lot of that from. So to get ahead of all of that, you start doing the liver and gallbladder flush, and you can do it if you don't have a gallbladder, because it still will flush the liver. But that will help with not only, detox symptoms and things like hair fall, but it'll also help with weight loss and also weight retention or water retention. So there's a lot of the body is very dynamic. It's very dynamic. And when one system is low functioning, especially one as big and as powerful as the liver, you have issues everywhere. And I strongly believe that from here on out, you need to be hitting the liver and gallbladder flushes, incorporating that into your fasting regimen, and you won't see issues like this again. And in his final update video, because we're not doing no more, oh, Steve's at a new weight loss milestone. This is the second to last one. The next one is going to be, okay, like John. I think John, we got him down to like 180 or 170 something, and we did his last, he had lost 100 pounds. We did his last weight loss video. Steve, your next one is going to be the last one. Now I'm going to be in Delaware June 10th. So you got from now until June 10th to get to your last, so we can do your last video. That gives you about 30 days.
What?
30 days to lose, you need to lose 50 pounds.
What? Hey, don't listen to him. All right, when he comes to town, we'll do a video. But come on, man.
30 days? 30 days, 50 pounds.
Bro.
You can do it.
Did you forget I told you I was losing like ounces?
Did you forget
a day?
I told you to do the liver and gallbladder flush and that'll fix that? Listen to Big Brother, man.
Okay. All right, I'm start the liver flush as soon as I get back.
Let's come up with a plan right now on camera. Let's see what we could come up with, and let's make some fun goals.
Now hold on a second.
Huh?
Hold on.
Don't get scared.
I'm not scared.
What
man.
do you got going on between now and June 10th?
It's still my birthday.
Oh, okay. Between Monday and June 10th.
My birthday goes on months.
Nah, we don't do birthday month. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, next Monday, which is like the 14th or something, the 13th or something like that.
Yeah.
Next Monday, you start your fasting regimen again. This time, you're going to start with a gallbladder flush.
What's that? 7 days, right?
It's 6 days.
6 days.
So you're going to start with the gallbladder flush, and you can actually do that before next Monday, so that next Monday you start your fast.
Okay.
So you hit your gallbladder flush, you hit your fast, and then we're going to put you on a 3-week cycle. So you'll fast for 2 weeks, you'll gallbladder flush or liver and gallbladder flush for a week, and then you'll go back onto fasting. And I predict, and that's actually for you, that's nothing. I mean, that's a pretty easy cycle. It's a 3-week cycle. You're only going to get one full cycle out of the whole thing. We might be able to tweak it. We might be able to get you two full cycles. But I predict that you'll be able to lose, man, you're 230 now.
Yeah. I don't even like talking about that.
I know, but we gotta keep it real. So I predict, man, you'll be down to like roughly 185.
Woo!
What is that? 45 pounds?
Bruh. That's confidence right there.
45 pounds.
Here's the thing. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words. That goal of this just seems exorbitant.
45 pounds. 45 pounds in 28. You just did 38 pounds in 24 days.
I just think that goal just seems exorbitant. I mean, unless the gallbladder flush is really...
This is why I'm getting it on camera. If I'm telling you what to do you commit to it?
When's this start?
Next Monday. You get a whole week.
Okay.
Put it there. All right. It's on. It's in stone now. It's in stone. And what I'll do...
I just gave up my birthday month.
He don't need the birthday month.
I do.
We need to recover. We need to recover. Man, in August you can get a new birthday. You'll be reborn
in August.
Nothing. That's the perfect time.
Oh, okay.
That's the perfect time.
Oh, this summer I'll get it. Okay, that's fine.
You got to get ready for summer, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and we'll update you. So sometime in June, mid-June, we'll update you guys on his progress. We'll see if he stuck to his word.
Hey, listen, I'll do it, man. I mean, we're gonna just
let's rock out, man.
We're gonna rock out and see what happens. Hey, and you know what? This is what we can do. If you guys sign up for the Patreon account, we'll make sure that we give you little updates in between, a little behind the scenes information, see kind of where things are going.
All right,
we can do things like that. I'll listen. I will pledge that.
Okay, Steve's gonna pledge if you guys pledge. You can tell this is not scripted the way he's reacting.
Nah, man, he always does this.
Hey, but this is, you know what? This is what you got to do. You got to push. You have to push. You know what I mean? Once you get to your final resting place, I'll ease up. But until we get there, got to keep pushing.
Listen, anybody who has ever had coaching from me or one-on-ones with me, I mean, I will tell you, like, listen, I'm tough, and I'm not going to always give you the answer you want to hear, and I'm always going to push. So what you're seeing right now is what happens to me. So this is real, 100%. This is not scripted. I sat down and I said, Chris, what are you talking about? He said, I don't know. So I mean, you guys are getting us real. This is us. This is how we truly are all the time. And you know, we do this to help you guys. And we just want to be honest and just deliver great information. And we really do this ourselves. Mm-hmm. So
somebody just commented in your last video, as a matter of fact, they's like, are y'all for real? Like, is this serious? And I was like, yeah, this is serious. This is for real. Like, we really do this.
We really do this. Listen, I'm here for the weekend, guys. Like I said, it's my birthday. Today's May 5th, just so that you know, Cinco de Mayo. That is my birthday. It has been for 32 years. Funny, a lot of times people don't know how old I am, man. Can't guess it.
Well, I mean, you've lost a lot of age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for sure. You've lost a lot of age. You look younger and younger. And I don't know. When I tell people how old I am, they don't seem surprised. So I think it's it's the hair.
I think it's the beard. Yes, that's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my growing in though. I'm growing my hair, guys.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I really hope you appreciated it, enjoyed it. And just keeping it real and genuine is what everyone seems to really feed off of. So, yeah, I asked Steve a couple pretty tough questions and made it uncomfortable for him. But, that's how you help the most people. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty.
That's no problem. And once again, I'm going to make it happen. You got it on camera. You know the date. We got the dates out.
June 10th.
And I
that's Siobhan's birthday. Maybe we could do maybe we could do an update with her when I come and visit.
Yeah. Oh man, that'll be.
She's camera shy, but she's had some amazing improvement. And for the women who ask me about fertility, and the polyps and the cysts and all of the problems that women kind of have exclusively, Siobhan has gone through a lot of that stuff. And let me tell you, her doctor warned her she better start using protection. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And I will see you guys next time.
Peace.